Francis William Bain was a British writer known for his Indian fantasies, which he asserted were translated from Sanskrit. Born in 1863 as the son of Joseph Bain, he studied at Westminster School and Christ Church, Oxford. In 1889, Bain was elected Fellow of All Souls College. In 1892, he joined the Indian Educational Service, being Professor of History at Deccan College, Pune. He retired in 1919 and died in 1940. As a writer, Bain released 13 Indian fantasies, starting with his 1898 A Digit of the Moon, which he claimed were translations of Sanskrit manuscripts given him by a Brahmin, but which were all his creations. In 1910, he published The Ashes of a God, which we shall be reviewing today. The book opens with an introduction where Bain says Kipling's depiction of India is just plain wrong, saying that no man has done more to caricature and misinterpret India in the interests of military vulgarity than his popular writer, to whom India is a book with 7 seals. Given the fact Bain himself made all of his translations up, this is kinda hypocritical. The book proper is a story made of 3 parts, consisting of a handful of narratives, all being related by Maheshwara to Gauri on their journey to Kailas. Maheshwara proceeds to mock a man who is boasting of being set to perform a great feat of asceticism, for he knows that in a former birth this man was named Trishodadhi. Trishodadhi was a minister to King Ruru, a womanizer par excellence, aided with good looks and a bad attitude to try and avenge himself against all womankind for the wrongs his wife had done him. Trishodadhi, knowing his king's appetite, fears that his wife Vatsatari will fall prey to his master. So he hides her, a thing she agrees with since she is both loyal to her husband, her only character trait, and is blind, so she does not desire the king's attention. But one day the king is tricked by fate into discovering her, and Trishodadhi, finding him putting a necklace around her neck, goes away infuriated. He spends the next centuries with false asceticism, burning with the desire to topple the 3 worlds by his accumulated merit, a design which throws the gods into panic. They send heavenly nymphs to seduce him as other holy men, but he just sits there minding his own business. And so the gods must enlist the aid of a daughter of a sea demon. She tricks Trishodadhi by having an elephant pose as King Ruru, confessing his sins so as to end his curse of a lower birth. When Ruru reveals how he was ensnared by Vatsatari, how he lied to her, pretending to be a messenger, how he, using lies, forced her to come to his palace, and how he himself unwillingly killed her, hoping to possess her as his own, Trishodadhi listens, forgetting all the while not to mumble, till he leaps up when he sees Vatsatari materialize before him after Ruru had been freed from the curse of his elephant body. All an elaborate hoax, orchestrated by the sea nymph, though the story told by Ruru is confirmed by Maheshwara to be absolutely true. Thusly Trishodadhi's mountain of merit collapses, and he is sentenced by Indra to a series of lower births for his vanity. Not a badly handled fantasy, though at times a bit overwritten and subject to a lot of repetition, especially during Ruru's confession.